Hello everyone. In this video, I'll try to explain you the components interaction in Angular, like from parent to child, from child to parent, and the interaction between two different components. So this is a simple Angular application. I'll try to open it in VS Code. So this is the project structure. So this is the index.html, which contains app root. So how this app root will be loaded is it's like from main.ts, it will try to bootstrap this app module. App in turn, in this app module, it will try to bootstrap this app component. The app component contains app selector, app root. So these are app root will be available in index.html. If you try to see the content of this component app root, this is the content. I'll try to start the application. Pm start, and all the dependencies will be there in package.json, dependencies and dev dependencies. And if you want to add custom css and javascripts, you can add here in angular.json. So this is the project structure. The app.module contains all the components what we are declared. The imports goes in the this array. And this is the bootstrap module, app component. The providers, all the services class we can provide in root in the providers. Application started. So this is the default content. I'll try to remove this content. Try to remove everything. So right now it will be empty. I'll try to create two components. G for generate for components, parent component. So I'll try to generate child component. You can see here two components are generated and their declarations are provided in app module, the parent component and the child component. Now what I'll do is I'll try to send the data from parent to child. I'll try to send a message of type string. I'll be using this ng model, so I want to import this forms module. The model, the message. I'll try and I will try to send this data to a child. So I will run this selector child using a property binding. So this is the message, and I will to get the data from parent. Use at input decorator. Next thing, not initialize. Try to show this input here. This should be declared here in the property binding. We'll try to start the application. npm start. So application started to open. Right now you see there is we can't see anything in the page because we have not added this selector tag as parent. So I should use this in this app component. Now if I try to give an input, we can see here where we are able to pass the data from parent to child. If you want to intercept this input and assign to any private variables, we can do this by getter setters. Private variable, which is of type string, and create a setter like of type string. We will assign that value to this private variable to get the same. It will return string. Will return these how we can intercept the input value and assign to a variable. So there will not be any change in this one. And one more thing is, for every input change, if you want to make some other operations, there is a life cycle look on changes. Want to implement on pages. So it will take an argument simple changes. If I try to log this in the console, these changes for the previous value and the recent value. So in the console, so in the first input, the current value and the previous value is undefined, and first change is true. So there is no change in the value. if you try to see, like for every change, this life cycle loop will be triggered. The current value is 130, the previous value is like the y value is missed, and the first change is false because value has been changed. One more thing is, if you want to pass here the static value, if you don't want to pass from the component, you can remove this property binding. Directly you can pass here whatever value you want. So current value is this one, previous value. So there is no use of this one because we are not passing from component and the static value. So this is how we can pass the data from parent to child. Now we will see how to pass the data from child to a parent. So I'll remove everything. And stop the application. What I'll do is we'll, we'll give an input from child. Message, and when we try to click on send message, string message, and there's a function. So to send the data, we should use that output separator. Event is a event emitter. So when we click the send message button, we'll try to emit the event and we'll pass the data message. And the app child, the event is represented with with parentheses. So when there's message event, we'll try to call a method show message. Event, we'll assign the data to a variable. Message after string, and assign this value to message. And I'll start the application. Application is started. So when I'll type in my name, send message. So when event is triggered, the value is sent from child to parent. So this is how we can send the data from child to a parent. There is a one more way. I'll comment this out. Suppose there is a way data here, and if you want to get this variable, well, there is a view child filter is of child component. Child component. So we want to implement. Let's take a look after viewing it. Dot message equals child dot message. So we are, if we try to refresh the page, we are able to get the value, the message what we are declared in child component. And we are trying to show that in a parent. Here from here we are not showing anything. But the issue is we are getting this error. Expression changed after it has been checked. Because first when it is trying to load this parent component, the message was undefined. But after it has been checked, the value which is undefined, the value has been changed from undefined to Manjunath Reddy, because it is showing the previous value is undefined and the current value is Manjunath Reddy, and expression has changed after it was checked. To fix this issue, there is one way: set timeout. To this, the issue will be fixed. So we are adding the slight delay. Because of this, the value because of this the error has been fixed. There's one more way. What we can do is change detector constructor. What we can do here is detect changes. So create a we'll tell Angular to detect changes one more time after the new value is updated. So if we try to refresh here, this error will be fixed. So these are the two ways. One more way. using a timeout. So these are the two ways you can fix this issue. This is the one more way we can access data from child to parent. This right now what I have showed is for related components like parent to child and child to parent. Suppose if you want to interact between two different components, then we should use the service. I'll show you that. So I'll remove all this. Suppose there is a parent component here and there is a app child. So these two are unrelated components. For this, we should use service of the application, ng generate service and services folder, get shared service. So services or a services folder service got created. We'll use the behavior subject. So this is the message source, new behavior subject, and we should pass the initial value to a behavior subject. And we'll try to get observable. Observable. If you want to set a value to the message source, I'll create a method message method which take an argument of type string. So we set message. So this message source as a method next. So we'll assign the value what we are getting from this method to the message source. Now what we'll do is we'll try to inject this service in the parent and the two components. Now both are unrelated ones. Constructor shared service. Try to import. What we'll do is now we'll try to send data from parent to child. Input here. And create a button to send message. Create the same variable. variables here. Here I'll try to the service. I try to set the message. So when you provide the input and click the send message button, the value will be assigned in this shared service. So for message source, so value will be set here. To use this value from a child component, we should try to inject this. Try to import this one. Should implement. Let's take a look on it. For that, I'll try to create a variable message. Message equals this share message observable, and I'll subscribe to that one. Get the data. I'll assign that to the message. I'll try to display the value. So this is how we can get the data between two different components. Because here both parent and the child are two different, both are unrelated ones. Now I'll try to start the application. So we are able to send the data between two unrelated components. So using the service. So this is how three ways of interacting between the components in Angular. First, it is from parent to child and from child to parent, and if both are unrelated, through a service using this behavior subject. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel, as well as click the bell icon so that you don't miss any further videos on Angular, as well as other videos in Java. Thank you.